conditioners down, so we should get some more air circulating. You are welcome. If you'd like, we could do the show back outside. All right, I think we're good. All right, welcome one and all, whether you are in the sanctuary or joining us online from our live stream. It's 2021. We do all things differently around here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Straub. I am one of the ministers here at Beargrass, and I am so excited to welcome you tonight. We had to recast some roles, but I am so proud of these kids because they had to learn some of these dances initially on Zoom, and yet they have worked so hard to bring this musical together tonight, and we are so glad that all of you are here to join us. Couple of housekeeping reminders. Real fast, check those cell phones. Please make sure they're on silent or vibrate or off, just so we're not disturbed during the course of. For parents that have younger siblings, they're welcome to be in here. But if you want to be able to focus on the show, the ARC wing is open, and Dodie and friends will be happy to watch some of our youngest members if that would help you. All right. Anything else I need to say? Wow. Get ready. It's the story of Joseph and the coat of many colors, told in a brand new way. We hope you enjoy this year's production of Not Your Average Joe.
Hey there, dudes and dudettes. We're your favorite fun-loving DJs at WJO.
Today we'll be spinning an old story, but never fear, we put our own spin on it and dressed it up in new clothes.
It's all about a dreamer, her coat, and how God works through even the craziest of circumstances to show us love.
The year is 1959. The place is Papa Jake's Fries and Shakes, and it's the first day of summer break.
Now, Papa Jake had a dozen kids, and they ran the joint, keeping the fries fried and the shake shook.
And with summer break starting, business was booming, but one young kid always seemed to be missing.
Hey, where's Joe? Beats me, I bet she's got her nose in a book.
Or her head in the clouds.
Work, but she's Dad's favorite.
Think she's something special.
She thinks she's a big shot.
We think she's so cool.
Has anybody seen Joe?
No! so this is how the adventure begins, on just an ordinary day with an ordinary delivery.
But this delivery was for a not-so-ordinary girl with an extraordinary dream.
I said delivery. Who's in charge around here? Which one of you is Papa Jake?
Dad, but he's out of town. He left us in charge. These are some of my brothers and sisters. This is
Dan.
Levi.
Johnny. Annette.
Ben.
And I'm JD, and I guess I'm the head honcho right now.
Fine, Mr. Hunter. This is your last shipment of supplies. Make it last you into September.
Now this was not good news for the diner.
Nope. Now they were both short-handed and short-supplied.
It's the last shipment, and summer is our busiest time.
What if we run out of food? What if we run out of cooks?
Yeah, it's almost noon and I haven't heard a peep from Joe. Joe!
I've got to get me a nicer sounding alarm clock. I'm sleeping on the job again. I can't help it, JD. I try to get a good night's sleep, but God keeps sending me these dreams, like the one I had last night.
Here we go again.
Wait, this one was the biggest dream of all. It was in CinemaScope and Technicolor and 3D.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There was the sun and the moon and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stars. They were all bowing down to me. Ta-da!
And what did God tell you this dream meant, Joe? That you'll be the boss of us? That will bow down to you?
In your dreams, what do you think Dad would say?
Special delivery. Special delivery from Dad. Papa Jake. Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter in your bag? For me? No, but there is a letter and parcel for Miss Josephina. Miss Josephina? I don't write them. I just deliver 'em.
Joe was only concerned about the box.
But the letter that came was about to rock and roll JD's world.
Dad says you'll be away all summer.
All summer? Why?
He's put Joe in charge here. Wait, he's opening up a Papa Jake's West, and he's put Joe in charge here at home.
Joe?
And in honor of Joe's promotion, he's given her Mom's prize pink ladies jacket out of sight.
No! That's the last straw.
She already thinks she's a big deal.
Ow. Something about Joe. What the heck?
on the bowing down. Really, I wouldn't be messing around. You're gonna find yourself kicked out. It had already been a wigged out morning, but the day was only getting started.
I guess you could say there was a big change, a blowing in the wind.
Adulation can be so exhausting. I think I need another nap before lunch.
And just then, the big change arrived.
And wouldn't you know it, it arrived in a woody wagon.
We're on our way to Pharaoh's Point and already need sustenance. You got any?
Unfortunately, we only have fries and shakes.
Gnarly, we'll take a dozen each.
JD, we hardly have enough food as it is. How can we sell them 12 fries and 12 shakes?
They'll ruin us.
Help us. I have an idea. Excuse me, but who are you?
My name's Hot Dog, but my friends call me Hot Dog.
All right, Mr. Dog. We'd like to offer you a special deal today. 2 dozen fries and shakes in exchange for giving that dreamer over there a one-way ride to Pharaoh's Point.
Okay, that seems fair. Hey, wipe out. Put Sleeping Beauty on top of the woody wagon.
But first, take off her jacket.
Here you go, bro. She won't need leather where she's going. Bonsai mates, Pharaoh's Pointer bars.
This day had started out with Joe waking up from a dream about her future.
But now it seemed like her dreams were crashing down like the waves on Pharaoh's Point.
Well, where am I?
Hey, Dolly, hitch a ride with us to Pharaoh's Point.
What's Pharaoh's Point?
Well, up there's a lot of sun and down there's a lot of sand. It's called a beach.
But where's the diner? Where are my brothers and sisters? Where's my jacket?
They're all Splitsville, honey. So mellow out, you may learn to like it here. Aloha, Joe.
Excuse me, have we met before?
She's so cool.
And when it felt like nobody in the world could ever feel as bad as she did,
She met somebody who felt worse. Get your ice cold drinks here. Best liquid refreshments on the beach. Specials today at Coco's Walk-In Watering Hole.
Perfect. I'm parched. Hey, over here. I'll take lunch.
Ice or sodas, what would you like?
How about a grape soda?
Nope,
7-Up?
don't carry
Root beer?
Sorry, but this is what I do have.
This is a plastic bottle of water. Who in their right mind is gonna buy bottled water?
No one apparently. Business has been a bit slow.
I'm sorry. Here's your water back.
Keep it. I don't have any receipts anyways.
That's lucky for me. I don't have any money. I'm Joe, by the way, confused and lost.
Nice to meet you, Joe. I'm Coco, broken stuck.
Looks like we both need some direction.
Yeah, I want to help people, but I'm never sure how about doing it.
My dad always said we need to trust God with the future, that God's always at work even when we can't see what he's up to.
Your dad sounds like a really smart man.
He is. I sure wish he was here now. I could use some advice. I've got so many questions. This is a surprise. It's hard to believe. I have to wonder why this is happening to me. Do I know better? I like to think I do. But I know God knows what's best for me and you. Yes, I know God knows what's best for me and you.
Make way for the Great Kahuna.
The Great Kahuna.
His real name's Melvin, but never say that to his face.
What does he do?
Pretty much runs the beach here. Just do whatever he says. The Great Kahuna will now question the stranger with the chief lays and puzzled expression. I think she means you.
Oh, I'm honored to meet you, Mr. Kahuna.
Please, you may call me Great.
Thank you. Great. And you can call me Joe.
So, Joe, how long have you been on my beach?
I don't know.
How did you get here? How long will you stay? When will you leave?
I don't know. I really don't.
It appears you don't know much about anything, do you, Joe?
My friend Coco and I were just talking about that. We're trying to trust God with all the things we don't know.
Oh, yeah. We don't really have much need for a God on this beach. After all, we have me. Captain Marley? Yes, sir? I charge this confused young lady to your care. Find a job for her that will give her some sense of direction. I'll do my best, sir. Joe, this is my deputy, Captain Marley. She will find a job for you. My assistants, Ren and Stimpy, will show you the works. Good luck. Even with your God, you'll need it.
Oh, Coco, imagine. I've been here less than a day and I already have a job.
Don't get too excited, Joe. Kahuna doesn't treat his workers very well. A lot of them say they feel like slaves.
Well, that won't be me, see? I'll be the best worker they've ever seen.
So, Joe, what can you do?
I've been told I interpret dreams really well.
Oh, that's useful. Well, since we don't have an opening for a dream interpreter at the moment, you'll be assigned a different job on the beach.
Like what? Will I be a VP, a CEO?
No, you're TF.
What's a TF?
Towel folder.
And so Joe began the most menial of jobs, but she was still way grateful.
She was so thankful for her new digs in this strange place that she started each day by thanking God.
Many days went by, and Joe made good on her promise. She was the most prima worker they'd ever seen.
Excellent performance, Joe. You set a towel folding record in recognition of your work. I'm promoting you to surfboard waxer. Carry on.
And Joe tackled her new job as before, with off-the-charts awesomeness.
It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I've got. Working all day, but just a little pay. A lot of overtime, but it's all okay. I'll be thankful, thankful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got. The days had turned into weeks, and Joey's becoming famous as the best worker on the beach.
But some of her colleagues were jealous and falsely accused her of stealing.
Captain Marley, Joe's their lays. I want to give them back. And so we scream.
The captain burned with anger, and so Joe was put in the Surfside Slammer.
But even in jail, the Lord was with her.
Whatever work is here to do, I know my God will see me through. No matter what He sends before me, my God is with me, my God is for me. Sometime later, two vendors from the beach also made Kahuna angry. The hot dog baker and the snow cone cupbearer.
They were thrown in jail with Joe. While there, they both had dreams.
Can you interpret our dreams for us?
God will help me.
So Joe predicted a good outcome for the cupbearer, but for the baker...
Not so much. Soon news of Joe's dream abilities reached Kahuna.
And Kahuna sent for Joe. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I've got. Working all day, I'm just a little tick. I want overtime, but it's all okay. I'll be thankful, thankful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got.
Joe, you've been released. The Great Kahuna wants to see you now.
I'll be thankful, thankful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I've got.
sun was not shining quite so brightly over Pharaoh's Point anymore, clouds were gathering and an ill wind had begun to blow.
Kahuna had spent many fitful nights haunted by his dreams, and so he summoned Joe to ask for help. It had been many months since she had first met the Great Kahuna.
When they met, Joe needed a job and a place to stay, but now it was Kahuna needing something from Joe.
Everybody says that when you hear a dream, you can tell what it means. Is that true? Actually, it's not. It's not? No, God is the one who interprets the dreams. But if you tell me your dream, God will tell me what it means, and I will pass it on to you. I see. It appears there is a need for God on this beach. And now, I will tell you about my dream.
And so Kahuna shared his dream with Joe.
His dream was indeed strange and perplexing. Every creature on the beach was starving, and none of the coconut trees had any coconuts.
And God revealed to Joe what it meant.
The time of fun in the sun may only be for a season, and it's drawing to a close. Can't you hear the thunder in the distance? A storm is on the way, and it will cause much destruction, not only on the beach, but throughout the mainland too. Food and water will be in short supply. What should we do? We must begin to prepare immediately. And so we will. Captain Marley, gather everyone together. And Joe, I'm promoting you to lifeguard. You will direct the operation. Now, where is that girl who sells the oddly contained water?
Coco's walking water hole at your service, your Kahuna ship.
Good. Coco, you will set up the food and water station. You'll need to help a lot of people once the storm is past. You picked the right girl for that job.
I knew God had a plan for me.
Attention everyone, it's time to stock up and hunker down. Captain Marley, sound the alarm. Everybody, get down, get down.
And so the storm descended on the once sunny beach.
But with Joe giving direction, they knew they'd find their way to safety. Joe, you think we're gonna make it?
My dad always said God is closest when the hour is darkest.
Then God must be right here beside us.
That's his promise, and it's a keeper.
The storm had ended, and as the sun rose, so did everyone's hope.
And they slowly began to rebuild their community, not on shifting sand, but this time on solid rock. No matter what happens, tell God about everything. Ask and pray and give thanks to Him. When I'm here, I know my God is near. He won't forget me when the storm is raging. When I'm here, I know my God is near. He won't leave me when the earth is
the beach community had never felt more like, well, a community. They found out the harsher the winds, the stronger they stood together.
Bryn and Stilby helped organize a clothing cabana. Hot Dog and Wipeout ran a food pantry, and Coco could not keep enough bottled water in stock.
Even Captain Marley and the Kahuna helped out.
So, what am I supposed to do with these towels, Marley?
Fold them, sir. Fold them. And directing them all was Jo. She was more than just a lifeguard on the beach. Now, even people from the mainland were hearing there's supplies to share at the beach, all because of Jo.
Everyone now called her governor. Quite a change from the dreamer from the drive-in. In fact, she had a hard time even remembering that former life.
Until one day, that former life arrived on the back of a bunch of motorcycles.
It was the crew from Papa Jake's Fries and Shakes, and they were hungry.
Welcome to Ferris Point, everyone. It looks like you've traveled a long way.
We have. We used to run drive it up north. I'm JD, and these are some of my brothers and sisters.
We were really hungry, and we heard you had supplies to share.
We do. I'm sure we can help you. If you just talk with our governor, she'll make sure your needs are met. Now, Jo was up on the lifeguard tower, and as soon as she saw her family, she recognized them, but they didn't know it was Jo.
See, Jo was now tanned, her clothes were different, and the sun was in their eyes. But then Jo came down from the lifeguard tower to talk to them.
I see you have traveled a great distance. Have you come to find food?
Yes, Governor. We had little food to spare before, and now it's completely gone.
We used to own a drive-in up north, but was destroyed in the storm.
I'm sorry. Was anyone hurt?
No, everyone made it out in time.
We were We were hoping we might buy some.
Oh no, sir. Our food is not for sale. It's for free.
This is my assistant, Coco. She's in charge of the food and water station.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm afraid we may not have any extra food at this time.
Governor, what are you saying?
Coco and I will have to check our inventory. Please come back in the morning and we will give you our decision. Thank you, miss. We'll see you then.
This was a turn of events that Jo did not expect.
She was deeply surprised to see her family after so much time, and even more surprised how that made her feel. Jo, why did you say that? We have more than enough food, and we have pledged to help any stranger in need.
Those aren't strangers, Coco. They're my brothers and sisters.
Your brothers and sisters? You told me they never wanted to see you again, and they sent you away while your dad was out of town.
That's all true, but that was when the summer first started.
They didn't recognize you.
No, they didn't. I'm sure I have changed as well.
What are you going to do about it, Jo?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll sit on the beach for a while and count the stars. I used to be really good at that once.
Counting stars. You know, that might be easier on top of the lifeguard stand.
No, I think I can see God a lot more clearly from down here.
But you're on your knees.
Exactly. I've been praying and I'm starting to realize that even though my brothers and sisters did something terrible to me, God must have wanted to use it for good.
You're right, Jo. God does have a plan for your family. He sent you here to provide them and us with food and save all of our lives. I think you know what God wants to say to your family, Jo.
I do know. God has forgiven all the wrong things I've done. That makes me want to forgive my brothers and sisters.
Your brothers and sisters were the ones who sent you here, Jo, but God has been at work with you all along, and I'm starting to realize that He's starting to help you forgive them.
Because I'm loved, forgive because I've been
things in His love.
I can love because I'm loved, forgive because I've been forgiven. I can let it rest with God above. I can offer grace, mercy is what I've been given. All there is to say is I forgive. I forgive. I can love because I'm loved, forgive because I've been forgiven. I can let it rest with God above. I can offer grace, mercy is what I've been given. All there is to say is I forgive. I forgive. All there is to say is I forgive. I forgive.
And so Joe and Coco prayed throughout the night, and as a new day dawned over the beach, Joe knew what she had to do.
A lot of people had come that morning to ask for food. A group of friends, several families, and an older man who came asking for food for his entire village up north.
But they waited patiently as JD and his siblings once stood again before the governor.
For seeing us again this morning, Governor, we hope you considered our request.
I had to take stock of many things last night, but our storehouse is full, overflowing actually, and so I'm happy to give you anything you need.
Thank you, Miss. We'll spread the word that you, Governor, are the most generous ruler in the land.
No, JD, I'm not who you think I am. I'm not a ruler. I'm not even from this beach. No, I'm Joe, your sister, the one you sent to Pharaoh's Point so many months ago.
I don't believe it.
Oh, Joe, please forgive us.
We all wondered what happened to you. JD said it would teach you a lesson.
Oh, I've learned many lessons. JD? Yes. Stand up, come close to me.
And so Joe descended her tower and approached her family that she had not seen for so long.
They were terrified, but Joe's words were full of kindness and love.
It was God who sent me to save the lives of the people on the beach, the people on the mainland, and especially your lives. Remember how Great-Grandpa Abe used to say the whole world would be blessed through our family?
Yes, I do remember. Please forgive us, Joe.
What we did was very wrong.
Yes, your actions were meant to hurt me, but God used them for good. And now tell me about our father. Is he still living? Did he survive the storm?
Indeed, he did.
The man who had come to ask for food for his entire village up north was none other than Papa Jake himself.
Papa, we didn't know what happened to you.
After the storm was over, the restaurant was gone, and so were our you. I didn't know what happened to you. People kept on telling me about this very wise governor who could interpret people's dreams.
No, Papa. It was God who interpreted the dreams. It was God who told us to store food, and it was God who saved lives. God has been with me all this time, just like you told me God was with you.
And yes, God has brought us together again.
What happens when you trust God with the future?
Yep, God's always at work, even when we can't see what he's up to.
Papa Jake, I welcome you and your very interesting family to my beach. I invite you to pack up what's left of your fries and shakes and move them to my beach.
Thank you. Joe, who is that?
Your family is invited to live in the best part of the beach and enjoy plenty of fun in the sun.
So you see, dudes and dudettes, there's something to learn from old Joe. Instead of letting all the bad things in her life bring her down, she kept right on helping people and living with hope.
And in the end, she was able to help save her family and so many more, all because she focused on the good she could do.
The Bible later says in Romans 8:28, "And we know in all things God works for the good of those who love him and who are called according to his purpose."
So don't lose hope and trust God with the future, and everyone's life might just be a little bit better.
Some days are always sunny, and those days sometimes wait. Never's fine. Some days are harder than others, and those days sometimes we can wonder if it ends this way, are we gonna be alright?
We know God works all things together. Our God is faithful forever. When something was meant to hurt, our God can turn to good. Even when things are as bad as they seem, we know God works in all things.
We know what God has done for us, the hope we found in Jesus, and in him we're all fully alive. Even when these days get lonely and when these nights get cold, we know we can rest assured we're secure in Jesus Christ.
We know God works all things together. Our God is faithful forever. When something was meant to hurt, our God can turn it to good. Even when things are as bad as they seem, we know God works in all things. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, and who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28, we know God works all things together. Our God is faithful forever. When something was meant to hurt, our God can turn it to good. Even when things are as bad as they seem, we know God works in all things. God works in all things. God works in all things.
All right, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys. All right, thank you all. You'll have a seat for just a moment. This is a little different this year because we already did our cast photo. Parents, we promise you we will get that to you. We did that yesterday. We're going to send these groups back to Chalice Hall to change out of their lovely poodle skirts and different things. And then families, if you will stay in here so the kids can come back and find you in here safely.
wanted to update you on the youth fundraiser that was held immediately before the show tonight. We have a grand total, and I believe this sets a new record, at least in my brief tenure, but in total, with dinner and cakes and your incredible generosity, $6,658. That's a lot of youth mission trips. Thank you very much.
All right, cast, follow Meg out. Don't kill her in the process. And thank you all so very much for coming, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year for another wonderful dinner and show. Thanks so much for being here.